Hello, Renee Flamont here. You guys, this topic is huge for so many of us that have had the kind of narcissist who didn't know how to do anything. Mine used to use the word wife to make me do things for him. Talk to my wife. I'll get my wife in earshot of me, so I heard him say, I'm his wife, right? My ultimate concern, and I've seen it, is that you feel you can't leave them because they'll not know what to do. It can give us a false sense of them needing us. The danger there is that we can misinterpret that as personal. He needs me. I can't leave him. He wouldn't know what to do without me. It's not us they need. It's what we do for them that they need. That's why they find other people so fast. Whatever it is you're doing for them, they'll find somebody else to do that. And that's what they do. That's their cycle. It's not us they need. I'm so sorry if that breaks your heart. One of you might have just heard that this week. I could never leave you. You do everything for me. And you might have said to yourself, I couldn't leave him. He said, they need somebody to do things for them. Let's break it down, okay? Because they'll ask for help in any way they can. If they are this inept type whose wife did everything, whose mother did everything, right? There's another type of narcissist, of course, that controls everything. They don't need your help to clean up those messes. Like, okay, they've no shame asking for you to help them figure out stuff they should have known and been doing for themselves for decades. Mine knew nothing. I think he went from his mother to a wife, to another wife, to a girlfriend. Like, I don't think he's ever been able to have to do anything by himself. Bills of all kinds, family fights. Can you get involved and talk to this one? Friends, plans, work stuff. Unlike anything, running errands with them. They didn't want to do anything by themselves and didn't know how to do a lot. He didn't know how to do a lot by himself. Straightening out their closet, wherever they're living. Straightening out their life, wherever they're not living. And again, so now for my biggest concern, you getting to a situation where you have a false sense of security and you're not leaving them because you wonder what they'll do without you. You have an affinity for this person. Maybe you've been with them for 20 years, right? And you think they literally would die. They wouldn't know how to pay the mortgage. They wouldn't know how to do anything. Okay. I had that thought for 1 millisecond, and then I remembered something. He's a grown man. Grown man don't care if he's never done anything before. There is internet now. You type anything into YouTube and you can learn how to build a car. Learn, right? I was mad at I was like, no, he doesn't need me. And I learned all that and I'm sharing it with you now. They're grown people, adult people. I don't care. I was like, once I cut off, I was like, who knows what's going to happen to his life. I didn't care if his car gets repossessed, his insurance got canceled, his doctor's appointment didn't get scheduled, and his medicine wasn't picked up. His responsibility is his own life. He's responsible. I'm not his mother. I'm not his wife. And even if you are the wife or the husband, no! You should be able to do things on your own, narcissist. It's embarrassing that you can't. And we sometimes play into that because it will give us a sense that they need us. It will give us a sense that we're giving them something they're asking us for. We all do it. We all do it. My mother did a service to us in that she made us call from a very young age, whatever it was. She'd say, you call them. If you had a question on your phone bill or your car payment or you're 16 years old, we had our phone upstairs, me and my brother, but we paid our own bill, right? Attached to the wall phone. Remember 1988, 7 this was? We had a phone, but little question, call them. Because you'd say, Ma, can you call? Call them. Call them yourself. Call them yourself. Call them yourself. My daughter could live on her own in life by age 15 if she had to. I watched. She knew everything because she's independent and did everything. College, any application, the Australian transfer, all that travel, the licenses and visas she needed, law school, all that application. I never even proofread an essay. I asked, we talked about it. It was very important to her to do it all, and I loved it. I didn't know anything. I've seen parents lead their children by the hand in the college application process. That would probably be the narcissist. God forbid they do it by themselves. So I look at my daughter who's been doing it all since she was 15 years old, and I started to get a little perturbed. A narcissist will always try to have someone around who can tend to their stuff. And the wife thing, again, is what he would use to make me do it. Unreal. Talk to my wife like I'm supposed to be complimented. Oh, he's thinking of me as a wife. I'd get on the phone. I would talk to the insurance, the Social Security, whatever. And then you have the type, again, when they're in control, watch for that. They may have messes in other areas of their life, and they want you to tend to them that way. Don't fall victim to this, and especially don't allow it to dictate to you that you're stuck there. If they don't figure it out, that's their issue. It's not your responsibility. And my bet is the narcissist handed all of their stuff over to the next person they have. Your narcissist, my narcissist. If you have somebody like this and you did part ways, they'll find somebody else to do everything that you had done for them. You don't think I think my narcissist is over there doing all these things himself. He gave it to the new supply. She's been probably handling it for all this time. Call this person, call that person, help me with an application. How do I do this or that online? Constantly. Watch for this. There is nothing wrong with saying, or I should have said, I wouldn't help my daughter with that. You think I'm helping you? Okay, maybe that's not nice. Grow up. Learn to navigate your life. Be an adult, spazoid. Okay, maybe that's not nice either. Oh, I get aggravated though. But of course you can't. Okay, so you can't say those things. But you can certainly non-curtly explain that you really think he should do it himself. Mine would flip out. But use the whole, if you're stuck in one, because I never tell anyone to leave. If you're stuck in a narcissistic relationship and this is your life, if you love doing it because you're a control freak, then that's your, I don't mean to say freak, but my mother's a control freak. She knows it. She says it. If you're doing things because you want to be in control, that's a whole different thing. I'm not going to ask you to give up control if that makes you feel better. If you put things in the narcissist's hands and you're married with them and things blow up, I don't blame you. But if it's something he has, golf course membership, let it get canceled. It doesn't affect your life, and he'll learn maybe the next time to call. Now you might say, well, he'll get really, really mad. So use the thing and say to them, well, one day I might not be here. I want you to learn that if you don't get the toilet paper spot filled up and I'm on vacation or I'm gone from this earth, you need that to do that. You need to learn to clean up these messes yourself in your life. Use that. If you're like in a perpetual relationship and you're like, I can't teach him now. Tell them they have to learn. There shouldn't be one person in a relationship that knows how to do everything. God forbid something happens, even in healthy relationships. You both should know how to do stuff. And especially if you've gotten rid of them, don't fall into this pattern again with somebody else. No matter how nurturing you are, no matter how much you are generally a person to take control or help somebody with stuff, try to give yourself a boundary as to how much you take over. I'm not impressed with someone that can't handle their own life. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I mean, the more we clean up their messes, the more messes they'll give us to clean. The more they'll rely on you. Don't allow yourself to be a catch-all. That's all I'm saying. They will put upon you everything. I had a guy ask me to help him move his daughter. I think I mentioned this in another video for another topic. I'm 47. He was 63. His daughter was 30. Now I think of that right now, right? We moved her from her apartment somewhere. We moved her office somewhere. Both times, I'm thinking, where are all her friends? She's always in a wedding party. There's always 10 people around. She has all these girlfriends, all these couples. They go away together. They're all from Orlando. They live here. 30 years old is the age bracket, all strapping young males. Where are they? And I would watch her father. I'm like, isn't she worried? This is Florida. It's hot. He's 63. I'm like, you're not worried about him? And I'm thinking, later, once it dissipated, yes, I said yes. She had a mess to clean up. Her office, it was last minute. Her apartment, last minute. Where are your friends? I wish, now I would say, I'm 50. I should have said it then. I'm 47 years old with like back issues. I'm sorry, I'm not going to help your 30-year-old daughter move. And I mean help. Help? I don't move my... Okay? So this is what I'm saying. Be awake. If somebody's asking you for something and they're... Look at what they're asking you. It's okay to say no. You don't have to be responsible to clean up their messes over and over again. And once you keep saying yes, that's why I was helping a 30-year-old kid move, which I thought it was rude. She asked her 63-year-old father, you're going to make him pick things up? And I'm not saying he wasn't fit. That's not the point. You have people around. You don't want to bother your people. You don't want to bother your friends, but you'll take advantage of your father in the heat and his girlfriend. Where was your mother? She lives in mid-Orlando too. You know what I mean? They will take from those that keep giving, which is why we were the same two people to move apartment and business. They will take as much as you give. And I want you to watch that because oftentimes then you're depleted. You go home, you're pooped. Or if you're married, you crash and you're pooped because you've been working on their stuff all day. You couldn't get to your stuff. You couldn't do your things. You had a list of things to do for yourself and you pushed them aside for their mess. You gotta just stop it. Just stop. Because you will be left depleted and you will be resentful and aggravated and cranky because now you didn't get your list of things done. How many times does that happen? They come in like a barrel of monkeys. I don't even know if that's an expression. There's some expression there. But they bounce in, interrupt. You could have things all over your desk. You're in the middle of things. Doesn't matter. Their stuff it needs attention right now. This is an emergency. It's not an emergency. You know it. But they're too dense to know it. They think it's an emergency. You know what? Then go handle it. I'm in the middle of something. What do? We grab it and we take care of the mess. I mention this because, like I said, I don't want you to be a catch-all. And I don't want you, if you've become that catch-all or even close to it, misunderstanding when they say they need you. He needs me. Does he need you? Or does he need someone performing that function? Does he need a house manager? Because he's just going to give all that to the next girlfriend, the next wife, the next, right? I don't want you getting caught up in that because you know why? Your time is more valuable than that. And these people don't deserve all this help. And I'm not doing it to bite off nose to spite face. They're adults. They should be able to handle their own mess. We're all handling our own messes. They should too. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying. So halt next time. And if you want to help somebody, help them. I help many people do many things. Never again someone with this kind of disorder because they will take as much as you give. Stop cleaning up their messes, make them be an adult, and spend your time on your own self. That's all I'm saying. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.